Hey everybody, Joe Dayano here, aka Twisted Gemini, and welcome to Twisted Gemini TV. Firstly, I want to apologize for my voice because I'm a little bit under the weather as I film this, so please forgive and bear with me with my voice. The subject of this video this time around is WWE. More specifically, a reoccurring trend on both Raw and SmackDown, which is basically the same superstar, male or female, being given the same opportunity, whereas others aren't. Now, recently on social media, Twitter to be specific, Mick Foley had a DM conversation with a fan to where she basically questioned why WWE doesn't push new women into the women's main event picture more. More specifically, Summer Rae, because I guess she's a Summer Rae fan. And by the way, I'm guessing it's a female. Don't quote me on that. And if you ever watch this and you are a female, I'm glad I guessed right. If not, I apologize. But anyways, the funny thing is, and before I get into the primary subject of this video, I found it kind of odd that Mick Foley accused said fan of basically having a bad tone. I guess basically giving him an attitude problem with her answers, and I didn't see any attitude problem. And like a friend of mine said to me earlier today when I told him about this, how exactly do you have a tone typing? I don't know. That's just a good point, I know, but I don't get that either, to be honest with you. Now, don't get me wrong, obviously Sasha Banks versus Charlotte is their money feud. It's the rivalry that people want to see. But when WWE did the draft and a lot of these women were drafted to Raw, a couple from NXT, I believe, the assumption was that they were going to be used in matches. And granted they are, but recently, it's been Charlotte versus Sasha, Sasha versus Charlotte, trading the title back and forth of Raw Women's Champion without the other women being used. Now, granted, there are a lot of different circumstances why a couple of them aren't being used, but the remainder of the women should be used in some form in the this main event picture, whether it's Sasha versus whoever or Charlotte versus whoever, which also brings me to SmackDown, and the recurring trend happens on SmackDown also, in that since the draft, AJ Styles is the WWE champion, and he's either facing Dean Ambrose or John Cena, or he's facing them both in a triple threat match, or it's Cena versus Ambrose to see who faces AJ Styles. Now, it looks to me that coming up at Survivor Series, it will be AJ Styles defending the WWE title against former champion Dean Ambrose. Now, my thing is, when the draft happened, Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan called SmackDown the show of opportunity. And my thing is, if it's supposed to be the show of opportunity, shouldn't somebody new be facing AJ Styles for the title? To me, I think it makes a lot more sense to give somebody else an opportunity. Not that I'm hating on Dean Ambrose or John Cena, because I'm not at all. I just think maybe, after Dean Ambrose loses, if Dean Ambrose loses at Survivor Series, maybe it's time to put somebody else in the main event picture along with Ambrose and Cena. Let somebody else get the opportunity to challenge for the WWE title. And no, I do not mean James Ellsworth. No disrespect intended to him, but I'm talking about somebody else. Let it be a Dolph Ziggler. Let it be Randy Orton after he's done with Bray Wyatt. Hell, let it be Bray Wyatt himself. People have been waiting for Bray Wyatt to actually challenge for a championship. Let it be him. Let's stop having the same guys over and over again challenge for the title. Because on Talking Smack Shane McMahon, when asked by Renee Young, who'd be next, Shane McMahon's response was any combination or any version of the three, meaning AJ versus Ambrose or AJ versus Cena. And to me, I just feel like it's time to do something different finally. So hopefully after Survivor Series, WWE will find some new way of getting somebody new into the title picture on SmackDown. And hopefully after Hell in a Cell, WWE will also find a new way to get some new women into the main event picture for the women's title. Because if you're going to have opportunity and a revolution, you have to have new people in it, don't you? I think so. I could be wrong. You guys tell me in the comment section below, who you'd like to see challenge the winner of Sasha versus Charlotte, and who you'd like to see challenge for the WWE title next. Because I could be wrong, but maybe you guys agree with me that it's time for somebody new to step up. Now, maybe it's hard to find somebody new. Maybe it's hard to think of somebody new because of the lack of opportunity for everyone else other than the people that I mentioned. But in my opinion, they've got to try. They can't keep giving us the same matches over and over again. And I liken Mick Foley to this. You can't be upset if you're the WWE. The fans are tired of seeing what you're giving us and we want something different. There's nothing wrong with that. Once again, yes, Charlotte versus Sasha is entertaining. Yes, it's their money match. Yes, it's the rivalry that everybody wanted to see. But at the same time, they want to see something different also. There's nothing wrong with wanting to see something different, WWE. Nothing wrong at all. So give us something different. Pick somebody new to face AJ Styles, for example, if he's champion. It doesn't have to be Ambrose and Cena every week. Or on Raw. Put somebody else in the women's title picture. It just doesn't have to be Charlotte versus Sasha if Sasha's champion, or Sasha if Charlotte is champion. And like I said, I know that's their money fight. I know, Charlotte's a Flair, and I know everybody said Sasha is Charlotte's Ricky Steamboat, which I agree wholeheartedly with. But, like I said, maybe after this stuff is over, it's time for something new. Anyways, that's all the time for this video. Until next time, I'm Joe Dayano. This is Twisted Gemini TV, and we're signing off. Until next time, be happy, be safe wherever you are.